everybody. It's Monday. Happy President's Day. We have the day off from school, but yet here I am. Yeah, have to pay for playing hooky on Friday, but here I am now, trying to get my week organized. I have a sub tomorrow morning because we're going to a writing training because we have a new writing curriculum this year, and I kind of have to figure out my small groups because I have my formal observation on Friday this week, and he's observing some of my small groups, so I just kind of want to make sure everything's in order. But here we go. Almost the end of our long weekend, and I'm bummed, but gotta get some work done. So I just planned some of my small group stuff because that's what I'm going to be observed in. Honestly though, I don't feel like working. It's the last day of a long weekend and it's sunny out, so I'm just gonna kind of get things in order and ready for my sub and then leave. I probably won't spend too much time here, but that was just me planning some of my small group stuff. Had all my leveled readers out that come with my reading curriculum. Kind of figuring out who I'm going to meet with when, kind of just laying out the plan, you know, phonemic awareness, high frequency words, what book we're going to read, if we're doing writing that day, what writing will we get to, just to kind of keep me organized each day during my small groups. But kind of feeling like going home, so I'll probably check in again tomorrow when I get to school and I'm a little more organized. Hi everyone, it is Tuesday after school. 5 o'clock already. Just wanted to check in because yesterday was President's Day and you saw me pop in really fast just for a little bit to figure out small groups and stuff. And today was kind of a funny morning because we had like a writing training, which was awesome actually because we have this new writing curriculum and we were able to watch like the people who, one of the guys who helped create the curriculum come into one of my co-workers in other first grade rooms and teach a writing lesson. It was really informative. It made me feel like I was kind of on the right track with what I've been doing this year and kind of like already thinking of ideas of like different ways to set up my writing workshop next year that I want to do. So it was really useful. I look a little haggard, but it was fun. It was good. It just kind of threw off the day though, because then it was like, okay, I was back for like 10 minutes before lunch and recess, and then it was math time, and we just did a workplace game, which was good. I think I showed a little clip of that. It's called Super Frogs. So now we're adding with a number line to 10, adding and subtracting on a number line to 10, which is good practice. Kind of did a checkpoint at the end of math though on 7 of my 19 who were here today. We're not getting adding and subtracting on a number line. At least the exit ticket was a little confusing because I was having them physically use a manipulative and a number line counting by tens. And then the exit ticket given in my curriculum called for being able to visualize and having just one number line up like on the board for them to reference. Like, okay, the frog jumps to 80 and then he decides to jump back home to 0. But he only decides to make 3 hops and then he stops. So it's really confusing. Like it literally made me like, I'm not going to do it this way next time, but it had you saying like going to hop back towards 0, 3 hops. So it's like, so some of my kids were like, some of mine who weren't able to get it were like, oh, he's at 0, or like, oh, he made 3 hops. And well, it was interesting, but it was good. And then I did the same writing lesson that he modeled for us this morning at the end of my day, and it went really well. We have the writing fundamentals curriculum, so it kind of goes through these stages. It's similar to Lucy Calkins, just a little less wordy. So you start in like the immersion phase where you look at all your mentor texts. So like right now we're doing personal narratives. And we talked about, you know, what do we notice the author's doing, things like that. Then we're kind of generating ideas every day. We're kind of coming up with different kind of quick little blurbs, kind of copying what the authors do. Like, oh, this person wrote about a special trip. Today we're going to write a special trip or whatever. Then we selected the writing piece. Then today we had our first day of drafting. And then we'll do revise, edit, and publish. But in drafting, we talked about story structure and kind of planning our story structure, so putting it into like a beginning, middle, and end. And we used one of our mentor texts, that's Little Nino's Pizzeria, and then I used one of my students' like extra writing, the one that they didn't decide to complete to publish, but we just kind of talked about in the beginning, you know, identifying the characters, the settings, what the characters are like. The middle is usually where the problem is. The end, like what was the solution to the problem, how did we feel, and then writing that with our own. We kind of came across the problem is that personal narratives don't always have a problem, though. And I was glad I had asked that question to the writing presenter today, because personal narratives don't always have to have a problem, and a lot of our mentor texts don't. So it's just talking about like the big event or the big thing in your story. It doesn't have to be a problem, though. But that was useful. And then after school, we kind of had a debrief with writing, which was good, and I kind of like had like a power hour of like 40 minutes of working, of like getting stuff ready for my observation on Friday, planning some math lessons. I was like, go, 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 go. Still feeling pretty motivated, so I think I'm going to bring math home with me and try and plan some more. We'll see, though, because usually once I get home, I'm a little less motivated. But woohoo, terrific Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, everyone. It is Wednesday. It is the end of the day. It's actually 4:16 already. I'm about to head home. I'm so excited because you probably can't, no, you can't even see any of it. It's very little, but it's snowing. It's been really cold all day, and it's snowing, and it has been for about an hour, and it's supposed to snow until like 10 o'clock tonight, and then it's supposed to be really cold overnight, so snow day, snow day, snow day. But we'll see. I don't want to jinx it. I'll do the whole, what's the thing? Sleeping with your pajamas inside out, or sleeping with your pajamas on backwards. That's supposed to be good luck for a snow day. Here's hoping. It's been a good day. I'm really glad I was super productive yesterday after school and got all ready for my observation on Friday, especially if there's a snow day tomorrow. I almost wonder if he wouldn't change the observation. We'll see. Trying to be prepared for it one way or another. But it was a good day. I'm ready to head home. I'm actually going to leave right now probably because I don't want to get caught in a snowstorm. And my little car can't get caught in a snowstorm. But we had a good day. I really didn't check in much today. It was a basic, straightforward day. Worked on, it's a Wednesday, but it was the start of our new Words Their Way groups. So I've gone through our first 2-week rotation. So I introduced all the new words to the different groups. And then was able to pull some other groups too, so I was getting a little faster at like introducing the words, introducing the sort, talking about some of the words and the patterns in the words in Words Their Way. And we had math, which was fine, just more adding and subtracting on a number line by 10. And then in writing, we're still drafting our writing piece. So it was a pretty regular day in first grade anyways. Not much going on, but just wanted to check in and be like, here's hoping next time you see me, I'm in my pajamas on Thursday morning because it's a snow day. Cross your fingers. It is Thursday after school. I'm about to leave, and I'm not in my pajamas. It was a school day, but it was a 2-hour delay, at least. It was actually really icy out, so I'm surprised they didn't cancel it. I had like about that much snow at my house, but I live like 40 minutes away from school, so it really wasn't as bad. I'm just about to leave. It's kind of a crazy day with the 2-hour delay, but my kids handled it. We did a good job. Like when you come in at like 10:25, we eat lunch at 10:45. Just like kind of throws everything out of whack, but we all handled it. We did a nice job. We even earned some marbles in our marble jar for a marble party because we handled it so nicely. And I'm about to leave. I'm pretty prepared for my observation tomorrow, I think. It's my last formal observation. It's the first time I'm being observed in reading. He's only ever observed me like formally in math, and I think that's just because it's what my principal's most comfortable with, and it's like, you know, here's the learning target, here's what you'll be able to do by the end of the day, a little more so than reading is, but, so I'll be observing part of like my whole group time in reading, where we'll be doing some, it's called the GLAD strategies, it's for English language learners, so we'll be reading, kind of interacting and talking about the plot of a Frog and Toad book, and then watching the transition to independent work time or daily 5, and he'll be watching one of my small groups too. But I'm totally a planner for these type of things. Like, I like script out everything I'm gonna do, because when people like when like people who are my boss, I guess, walk in on me, I'm usually okay, but I get really nervous. Like, I kind of get stage fright a little bit. So I do like everything to help myself prepare for that a little bit. So like every day this week I've been thinking about this lesson. I've been like doing something little for it. I've been scripting it out for myself. I've been filling out the forms I need to give to my principal. It just helps me feel a little bit more prepared, and then I'm a little less nervous when they come in. I feel pretty good about this one, actually. I'm surprised I'm not more nervous, because reading, I feel better in reading than I do in math, honestly. I have an endorsement in reading, and yeah, I think it'll be good. I'll see you tomorrow. Friday, in my observation. Also, there's a chance of snow, so maybe I'll be in pajamas, but I kind of hope there's not snow, because I just want to get my observation over with. But I'll see you tomorrow on Friday. It's Friday, it's after school, I'm about to leave, and my observation today went, I think, at least, as he was leaving, he was like, good job. No, really, good job. We'll talk more next week, which is good. Yeah, it was a lot less stressful to have him observe me in reading than it was in math usually, because reading, it's like the routines. I spend so much more time setting up the reading routines because it's such a bigger chunk of our day and so different every day. And now I'm in my car because the janitor came in to vacuum and I stopped the video. But I'm in my car ready to leave. The observation went really well, I think. The routines are already there. Like, I feel confident in that, like, in reading more than math, I guess, because I spent so much more of my education, like, when I was going through my college prep program, in reading, I guess. Yeah, and it was such a relief when it was done. It was like, man, like, woo, that was the last one of the year. And now it's supposed to kind of snow off and on all weekend. I'm going to head home. Next week will be a fun week because it's our Dr. Seuss week, so we have lots of dress-up days, lots of fun stuff planned, but I'm going to sign out here and drive home because it's starting to snow again and it's kind of icy out, so I will see you next week.